Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining our show, Deep Dreaming. This is a format developed by Inbal Lori from Israel and Kengsam Shane Shikte from the Reunion Island. For the past 8 weeks, our ensemble has been working with Inbal on this format, and tonight we'll be performing it for the first time for you. The show consists of a series of unconnected scenes, each of which tells the story of a different dream and dreamer. Sometimes we will ask you for suggestions. If so, you just go to the bottom of your screen where it says Q&A and type in whatever we might ask for. You could practice right now and type, if you wish, an object in the Q&A for me. And sometimes we'll start on our own inspiration, and we hope you'll enjoy that. So practice with that Q&A chat. And I would also like to introduce in the background, we have Scott Vogel, who is our musician and kind of technical, magical person in the background. And before we start the show, I'd like to bring all our ensemble on stage, and they will introduce themselves and tell us who they are and where they are right now. I'm Sheila Goldsmith, and I'm in Bellingham, Washington.
I'm Aline Johnson, and I'm also in Bellingham, Washington.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Cole in Chapel Hill, North Carolina.
I'm Jen Van Vickle in Chapel Hill, North Carolina.
I'm Louise Ritchie, and I'm in Ajijic, Mexico.
I'm Mickey Manting. I'm outside of Boston, Massachusetts.
I'm Michelle Feinblum, also outside Boston, Massachusetts.
And I have one thing to tell you, that after the show, which is 35 minutes long, we're going to have a Q&A period where we are going to take audience questions and we'll answer them. Is that correct? Yes? And now let's let the show begin.
I had a nightmare on Christmas Eve. I dreamed that Santa Claus got stuck in the chimney. The kids woke up because there was so much noise. Jennifer, my smallest child, cried out to Santa Claus. There was only coal, soot that rained down in humongous amounts from the chimney.
Santa?
And suddenly, a black, soot-covered boot appeared. Disembodied. It walked towards my baby girl. I wanted to stomp on it. I tried running towards it to save my baby from this monster that Santa Claus had begun, and she screamed out at me. Mommy, help me! Oh, baby! Baby, I cried. Oh. And
Mom, please!
The sound of reindeer scratching on the roof, making ethereal sounds, scaring me, scaring the world, saying, "What is this thing called Christmas Eve?"
I'd had this dream once before. And it happened again. Rat-a-tat-tat, 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 rat-a-tat-tat. First, it sounded like a machine gun, but then I realized it was a woodpecker outside my window. So I ran to the window and threw the window open, and there was a woodpecker, except it was my mom.
Honey, why didn't you open the window? I've been knocking for hours.
I know, Mom. Mom, you got to quit coming back like this. You're destroying my sleep.
Well, how am I supposed to know how you're doing if I don't come back?
Couldn't you come back as a canary?
Look good in yellow. You knew that.
I need my sleep. Mom, you're a very noisy woodpecker, and you're making holes in my house.
Well, don't you have mealworms? Put some mealworms out.
Okay, Mom. Okay, Mom, some mealworms. Here, some mealworms. Eat up. Mom.
Thank you, honey.
Okay, Mom.
You look good.
Thanks.
Don't forget to exercise and take your vitamins.
It's good seeing you, Mom, but next time.
Bye-bye.
Could you be a canary?
I had this dream. I was walking down the beach and I was flying a kite. It was a dragon kite. And my dad was flying a kite. He had a tiger kite. And the kites.
Hey, Patty, let me show you my stuff. You want to see the special super duper kite thing that I learned in the Army?
Yeah, show it to me.
Okay, baby. Just watch this. You can hang on to the back of me and we'll go up into the air. Come with me, baby doll. Come on, baby.
And I held on to the string. And we flew up in the air. It was the most magical dream. The dragon kite. And my dad and I all went flying higher and higher.
Come on, baby.
Here I come, Dad. I'm right with you.
I love you. I think I've caught a bad current.
No, Dad, no. My dad started falling. And we both started falling. And the dragon kite started twisting. And then I woke up in a cold sweat.
A long time ago, in a land that was mysterious, there was a girl, and her name was Maja. Maja was an incredible girl. She used to dance in the woods. She would celebrate with the squirrels and the chipmunks. And one day, she encountered a bear. She wasn't afraid. She thought this was a wonderful thing, a new creature, someone that she could be friends with.
And dance with.
And so she did dance. And the bear was a bit puzzled by all this, but it seemed to go along with Maja and began to resonate with her. And they began together to make a music that had never been heard before, and a dance that had never been danced before. Maja was so happy to have found this marvelous creature. And the bear gradually grew more and more human and wanted to know if Maja would come with her to see her home. Maja thought about it. She started following. Yes, the bear was so excited to bring Maja to her home. Oh, yes. And it became magical and mystery. Everyone began disappearing because the bear's home was actually a magic place in and of itself. It was the den that Maja could get her magic. And she disappeared that night and left happiness all around her.
Mabel, I had a dream.
What now?
I dreamt that Bobby came over and proposed to me. Can you believe that?
Of course I can believe that. You were always the pretty sister with all the boyfriends.
I guess that's true. I guess that's really, really true. But you know what? In my dream, I was actually a candidate to become the next female president of the first female president of the United States. And Bobby was going to be my husband. And he was hot. He was 6 feet tall. He had golden curly hair, bright blue eyes, and a dimple the size of, I don't know what lake would be deep, a deep lake. So
Well,
there
that's not the Bobby I remember.
Well, just who do you remember? Tell me about the Bobby you remember.
Bobby was suave, dark hair, brown, flashing eyes, and he always wore those sexy fedoras. Remember?
I do remember. Now that you mention it, I had a crush on him since day one. But again, in my dream, he was my dream man. And And then there was Robert.
Oh, Robert.
He
Who could
was the
forget Robert?
handsomest. Oh, I'm sorry. Say what, darling?
I said, who could forget Robert?
He was the best kisser in the whole wide world.
What?
Yes,
How do you know that?
because I did. I kissed him in the back of Mr. Ranger's gymnasium bathroom.
That's when he and I were going steady. I had his ring.
Well,
Some sister you are.
and in my dream, he actually spoke to me.
Yes. I remember you so well.
And you miss me, don't you? You pine after me. Don't you wish you'd kept going out with me?
Well, yes, but then there was your friend that I was seeing at the same time.
Well, this is news to me.
Well, I couldn't tell you then. How could I?
Well, you know your best friend, Carlos?
Yeah?
He and I had a little something going on too. And when he spoke to me, I could hear him, but he only spoke in Italian. Carlos, I think you're muted, but you could speak to me in Italian if you wish, because now I understand.
Well, yes. I wish I could. I love you so very much.
Well, wait,
I wish I could speak more of your language.
Yes.
It's
Well,
okay.
Carlos and I would have a lot of discussions about everything, so I knew that you were dating him as well.
Oh, now your sins will find you out, sister. You think about that. In the meantime, I'm going to go dye my hair pink.
Good idea. And I'll just hang on here with, I believe your name was Robert.
They say that dreams are when you are between life and death. So, one time, that's exactly what I dreamed. I dreamed there was a woman and she was hovering in space. I looked at her and at her companion, and they both gave me a warning.
Beware. Do not take life for granted.
It's short. Live every moment, every single moment.
It passes quickly.
I began a silent scream, and for a minute they disappeared. But then, to my surprise, one by one, they came again. Another warning. What do you want from me?
You have much to offer this world, my child.
Give other people your wisdom.
Your gifts are hiding deep within.
Don't hold back.
I felt like I was staring into the abyss and they were calling me.
Don't let your fears hold you back.
I'm coming to you. I want to be fully alive.
Okay, I admit it. I'm a dream goat. Who the hell knows what a dream goat is? I'm out here on my path looking for someone to direct me because I'm a goat. I mean, I called out for someone to come and help me. And there she was, a beautiful maiden.
I'm the answer to your dreams.
You are.
And obviously, I come from planet Camacho.
Camacho, of course, the famous goat planet of
It's
the
the frickin' goat planet of the century. And we make all kinds of goats. This is a goat, believe it or not. Woo!
A puppet goat, oh my God, this is like heaven. I never knew there were graven images in my, graven images, those things.
So how can I help you, my dear, dear goat?
I'm looking for my life path.
Oh, that. Well, you know what I do when I'm hunting for my life path?
What do you do?
I call on Dr. Bob.
Dr. Bob! Well, where is Dr. Bob?
I call him on my... Oh, there's Dr. Bob! Yeah!
Oh, Dr. Bob! Thank you!
Yes. You need a path, I hear?
I need a life path!
Oh, a life path.
Life path.
For a goat.
God, that is huge.
I don't want to be making cheese my whole life.
Okay. Do you want a path to wisdom?
Oh my God. Can a goat achieve wisdom?
Barely.
It's the fairy god, princess of goat.
Oh.
It is. It's me. And if you follow me down the path, we'll find magic. We're going to join Dr. Bob. Follow me. Don't you think so, Dr. Bob?
Dr. Bob, I owe it all to you.
Yes.
I'm going to transcend goat cheese.
You're going to do wondrous things.
I'm heading to goat nirvana over there on that planet.
Yes.
But I can't remember. I can't remember. Dr. Bob, I can't remember its name.
Just go there.
Oh, I'll goat there in a minute. Bye. Yeah, golly, Billy Goat.
You'll be here when you get here. We're waiting for you.
I'm coming. This is going to be the answer to my little goat prayers. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I had the dream again. Only this time, the rat-a-tat-tat wasn't outside my window. It was inside my room. There, inside my room, in a cage, was a canary. Except it was my mom. My mom was there as a canary. I asked her not to wake me up as a woodpecker, Back as a canary, just like I asked, but did she have to sing at 3 a.m.? I am never going to get any sleep. Oh, God.
I had a dream that I was in a cafe like no other cafe up on planet Osho.
Welcome to the Angry Artichoke.
Hello. I've heard all about you.
Menu.
Oh, I already have one.
I know.
I could hand it back to you.
Can I tell you about our specials today?
Oh, if you could, I'm particularly interested in appetizer number 1, the orange elemental toy.
Yes, it is quite a special. We bring in those toys from planet Uno and we grill them in your disappointment. And we add your failed relationships and we mix them together with rosemary and sage, and we bake them into a beautiful, beautiful display.
Failed relationship.
I wonder how that would go with one of your cocktails, particularly the Bordello Brainstorm. What is in
Very good choice. Bordello Brainstorm is really a cup of forgetfulness. It's nice to have after a meal, so you can cleanse yourself of all that we are going to bring up tonight.
Like failed relationships.
Oh my, oh my.
Yeah.
Could I wash it down with some kind of substantial entree? Like, for instance, what is this Golden Gut Brigade? What is that?
Oh, I'm so glad you noticed that. That's new in our menu. The Golden Gut Brigade is a lovely flambe made with cherries and pieces of dinosaur meat. And it is slowly infused with disappointment. It's your mother's recipe.
Your mother's recipe.
Remember, you were supposed to go to medical school.
You know what I'm going to need after this meal?
What's
a
that?
A really good antacid.
Oh, we have ginger. We have the most lovely ginger tart. It's the tart of many secrets, they call it.
It goes well with failed relationships.
Yes.
And this is when I woke up. Thank God.
Aja awoke. She awoke from her hibernation with the bear. She didn't know where she was. She had never hibernated before. The bear had to say goodbye to her.
Friend, I feel hollow, hungry.
But Maja realized she had become a woman during her hibernation.
Oh, Oh,
She felt her new body, and it was amazing. She was filled with more joy than she had even as a child.
I need to have the world to see me as I am now.
And that was how Maja went forward.
Maja, you really changed over the winter, I see.
I have become the epitome of womanhood.
So I see, Maja. Hibernation serves you well.
I am famished.
Oh, Maja, I'm a good cook. Come on over to my place, Maja. I've got a lot of salmon. Boatloads of salmon. I've got a lot of potatoes and onions I can fry up with the salmon.
But I am the epitome of womanhood, and I want to devour a man.
And so she did.
I had another bargain hunting dream again. They're the weirdest things. I'm shopping, and I find quadruple markdowns. I pick up the tag on this dress, and I see the red marks. Crossed out, $50, crossed out, $40, crossed out to $5.
You can have any of these, any of these. They're so cheap.
The salesperson's coming up to me and telling me about all these bargains and pointing me to one after the other. Throwing clothing at me. I'm overwhelmed by the possibilities. I'm drowning in clothing. Quadruple markdowns. It's overwhelming.
Here, take this one. Buy this.
You can wear this rutabaga like a hat.
Oh, that's nice. That is nice.
Pillows are wonderful today.
This fits exactly.
Ooh, that would look nice on me.
I got 2 goblets you can use as sunglasses.
Oh, beautiful. Thanks.
You look so patriotic.
Don't you want a hat? We have all the
Oh, I
hats.
could use a hat.
Bedroom slippers.
Oh, I could use slippers.
The sale's almost over.
Gold chains.
Oh, it's just gonna end at midnight tonight. I better get everything.
Buy. Buy.
Five,
Oh.
4,
Buy.
I woke with such a sense of panic and yet exhilaration. So much opportunity. And this feeling that I had to get to the store right away. The store wasn't sure.
Thank you for joining our show. Thanks for coming on the journey of deep dreaming with us and for inspiring us. And I invite our panelists, our ensemble, to come out on screen with me. And I believe we're now open for questions and answers in the Q&A thing, and Scott's going to read them off to us, I think. Yes, Scott?
I can actually, if anybody has a question, they can use the raise hand in Zoom, and we can bring them on video or audio if they'd like.
Oh, awesome. Yes, let's do that. Raise your hand and we get to see you. Yay! And the questions are, Michelle, Mickey, what were some of the questions, the phrasing that involved?
There were questions about improv inspiration and things like that. I think that if we have, people in the audience that wanted to ask the questions, that's fine. I'll see if I can pull them up. Otherwise, if we don't have any takers.
There is a question there. How do you compare working in improv versus working from a script?
Well, here comes a question right here. Bob's on screen.
How do you compare working in improv from working with a script? My question.
What was it?
Well, I don't know how many of you are performers where you've actually.
We're all performers, Bob.
I mean, oh gosh, stage performers where you've actually worked on stage with someone else's script, and I was hoping you could compare improv with you saying someone else's words. What's that like for you?
So scripted versus unscripted, basically.
Oh, you said it so much better than I did. Yes.
Well, I work on stage as well, and what's different with this is that you get to make up everything in conjunction with your scene partners and how you're feeling at that moment, which is really different than scripted, where you have to figure out why am I saying these lines and find a justification in your head for a character somebody else has created. So that's the main difference for me. And you still should be connected to your partner, but having to justify saying somebody else's words is a big difference for me.
Thank you. Anyone else on that topic?
I think you can step off, Bob.
I can take a hint.
No,
Louise,
you have to stay.
if you want to stay, you can. Louise, what did you read in the chat or something?
I read it under Q&A at the bottom. That's where I saw it. But he had written that he was the only person I think who had put something
okay.
in. Yeah.
One sec, I'll try to pull up those questions.
I know there's
you have a lot. I want to add something to that. I think you have a lot more power over what you create in improv, because you can decide before you come on to the scene, am I going to be a low status person? Am I going to be a high status person? What's my voice going to be like? And you might not know what the story is going to be, but you can create a character. You don't have that much freedom with scripted things. You can't decide to be a low status person if you're playing, say, Macbeth or something. You can't just do that or come in with a high-pitched voice. That wouldn't make any sense.
I just looked at the participant list, and every single person out there is our students.
Awesome.
We know them all. Why don't you guys pop on screen and meet these guys? It's Sue, Renee, Leah, Jean, Ina, Ginny, Jerry, Bob.
Yeah,
come on screen and meet them. Do we need to tell them how to do it?
I think Scott will do it for us.
Oh, okay. Scott, you'll do it? Okay. I don't know. They're not showing up on the screen.
I think he invites them and then they have to accept.
Oh, Oh, there's Jerry Dale. Hi, Jerry. You're in the dark, but
Karen. Hi, Karen.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Well, it's nice to see who's in the audience.
here
Hi.
comes Jean and Leah.
I had some attendees who have departed since. I think they were
Oh.
just here for the show.
Just here for the show.
Yeah.
Where did Leah go? Did she leave? Well, this is interesting.
Any other questions for us? And I'm curious about how long you class people have been taking improv, how new you are to it.
Oh, well, I've been with Sheila for and in New York, 3 years in New York, so 5 altogether. My math is right.
Ina?
Oh, how long? Probably about 5 years, maybe a little longer. I have to say that I did feel a little dreamy while you guys, I appreciated that. And some of the kind of archetypal kind of things that came up, the bear that turned into a woman seemed really cool to me. And, you know, it was really kind of cool. They were all wonderful, but I also like the one with the menu and like the unsolved relationships and how crazy dreams are like that. So I appreciated how you guys captured that sense of the dream and how it doesn't make sense sometimes. It's just kind of wild. So thank you.
You.
Hi, I'm Sue. I've been with Sheila for 8 years now, taking improv. And I am curious, Carolyn, about where the Maja mask came from.
Oh, that's in Snap Camera.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
Okay,
Cool.
great.
Yeah. I think it's a new one. I just uploaded a new one tonight, and I found it. I hadn't seen it before, so I think it's.
I had not seen it either, which is like, where'd she get that?
Really great with the background.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, it was.
I loved it. I can tell you the name of it. Let me find it. It is called Masked, MASKED -B, and then it doesn't say, it's too long. It cuts off.
That's okay. I just wondered because I hadn't seen it before, and how'd she do that? So,
Beautiful.
Renee?
I'm Renee, and I've been with Sheila for almost 2 years. And I liked how the music accompanied your skits. And
yes,
that
thanks,
last one,
Scott.
yeah, thank you. And that last scene with the shopping frenzy, it was like perfect because it was like this, I don't know, this music from the 50s or something. It was really good. I thought that worked really well.
Very nice.
Hi there. Yes. What you got?
Hi. Yeah, hi, I'm Leah. I live in Bellingham, Washington. I'm from the East Coast, but yeah, I've been Sheila's student since late 2015, I think. I've been doing improv for at least 5 years prior to that. And I love it. And I love watching, it's great to see a cast of women do a show like this. And it was so fun. The menu scene, the dining scene, and Louise, you kept coming in with like feeding on disappointment and your mother's disappointment. And that just added such a great layer of the scenes going on, but it did have that dream-like, that voice that you have in the back of your mind that is, that monkey brain that talks to you when it's saying things that you don't want to be really listening to.
Yeah.
And that was great. Really appreciated that.
Am I right that what you all do with Sheila is sort of psychologically minded type of improv?
No.
No?
You're pretty, it's improvisational theater based, tons of Keith Johnstone, Viola Spolin.
That's why I was thinking with Johnstone that it would have the psychology behind it.
Well, it's pretty narrative theater based. It's a big mix eclectically, but Viola and of course almost all these guys on screen have done at least 2 of Invol's workshops that she's done for us.
Oh, great.
As well as some of them have been with me with Keith. I mean, we've done a lot with Keith. I was thinking about when I came on to do the menu thing, I didn't plan to have the outer space thing as my background. So it's like, okay, we're on another planet. So it's just the classic mistakey kind of thing that I thought it was kind of fun. So that's it.
I have a question for Louise. Well, for the whole group, but Louise, you brought up status. I had written a question yesterday, but it has to do with how weak I am at that game. I have a hard time playing high status. I feel, I mean, I can't get out of, I'm fine at low status, but I have a hard time thinking I'm not going to hurt my partner.
Well, what has been helpful to me is to realize that high status can be noblesse oblige, you know, the person who's compassionate, who funds things, who cares about the needy. So you can be high status and caring about people like that.
Who would have thought that? I didn't, you're right. Oh my God. Thank you. It's an epiphany.
Two examples of high status people: Oprah Winfrey, Bill Clinton.
Yeah. Not to mention.
Got it. And you all get a Chevrolet.
It's under your seat.
The other part is, you know, like, I mean, in any relationship, regardless of what, you know, what it is, it's very uncommon and it will change very quickly to have 2 people of equal status, right? So even in minor things, if you stop to think about it, there are probably instances where you're playing higher status, but you know, like you probably don't think about it because it's not the, you know, the meme king that off with their heads kind of thing.
Thank you. Oh my, glad I asked that question. It was great.
And also thinking about in improv that character change is important. So if you start low status, trying to flip it, and the other person who's playing with you should be trying to, you know, flip it too, because that's a real delight for the audience to see.
Great.
Well, thanks you guys for coming to watch the show. That was really, really lovely.
Our pleasure.
And, you know, like this is,
thank you.
I was just gonna, you know, this is my shameless plug, but this is this theater and the process, you know, and the work we've been doing with Inbal is sponsored by Vintage Improv Festival, and Vintage Improv Festival is basically sort of designed for improvisers 50 and over, with a lot of different things, but basically looking at, you all have a community that's, you know, because I mean, I think you all have a wonderful community with support and stuff like that, but a lot of people don't. So basically we're forming this larger community that's at least across the country, but probably, you know, ideally globally, where people support each other. And we have a festival in September every year. We have people that come as solo improvisers, meaning they come without a team, and they get paired with they get mixed with other people on curated teams and study with someone and perform after you know, about 6 hours together as a troupe. And it's really nice because you get to meet people from all, you know, from all over, and teams can come. So you all, if you've been practicing with, you know, with Sheila and you're working as an ensemble, then, and you've got like at least 50% of people that are close to 50 or over, then you would qualify, and it's probably going to be, you know, virtual this year. So it would work out anyway. So I would invite you all to, you know, to look forward to September. And
Thursday, there are all the free workshops.
Oh yeah. So in celebration of getting rid of 2020, we're having a day and night of celebration to ring out 2020. And so far, there's about 35 faculty from across the world that have volunteered, and they're free workshops. And there's musical improv, there's short form, there's there's going to be something that has to do with John's Keith. I don't know. There's still a few more workshops that we'll have out there. But anyway, you're welcome to look at those and come and join with people. There's a jam for you all. It wouldn't be late at night. It would only be like 9. Our midnight here is right, and you all are like 3 hours difference.
3 hours, yeah.
So you're welcome to, you're certainly welcome to come and sign up for anything. Like I said, it's entirely free.
Find it on Ticket Leap or Vintage Improv Festival Community on Facebook.
And theoretically, I'll be offering a workshop, but I still haven't sent the stuff to Mickey.
Yeah, so look, Sheila's supposed, that was what I was kind of hinting without putting you on.
The Keith stuff, yes. I'm so bad. I actually have the picture in my bio. I just need the course description.
So, Nikki and Michelle and Carolyn or something.
I have one that's for children in elementary school and people of their grandparent generation to register together and duo at registrations.
I have one that's scaring everybody away because of its name. It's called An Exquisite Corpse. And I think people don't realize that that's a Victorian parlor game, and they think it's something dead and nasty. So,
parlor games that they have, gosh.
That is funny.
So I think we should, Mickey, I do think a little team of us could come up with a half-hour show or a 45-minute show, and it's inspiration, and I appreciate greatly what you're trying to do and have managed to do, because I know how hard it is to organize this. So I thank you so much.
And you all could do it on the Follies any given Sunday night too. You don't have to wait for the festival. So just
awesome. So any Sunday, pick a block of time.
We would just, if we need to move it to 9, we can move it to 9 if I have enough advanced warning.
And I want to thank Scott. That was fantastic. He's probably gone.
Yes, thank you, Scott.
I'm still here. Thank you, guys.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Scott. You did a wonderful job.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming. Thanks for participating.
Thank you, Improv, if you're still listening.
Yes.
And Mickey, so they were meeting on Wednesday at same time, 7:30 in the morning, our time? Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for the entertainment.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Okay.
Do we just leave now, Mickey?
Yeah.